after banning the midnight oil in the Senate over the election amendment bill, the Jubilee side finally had its day in a highly charged debate that saw members make passionate appeals in support of their positions yesterday evening. Opposition senators maintained that the amendments to the election laws are rooting for a manual backup with a view to rigging the election. They warned that the arbitrary reviews of the laws continue to bring tension to the political environment and create unnecessary tension.
The ayes 26, the nays 10, abstentions nil. The ayes have it.
I am moving under 78, Mr. Speaker, and 79, that an unauthorized member of a delegation voted. This is electoral fraud, Mr. Speaker. This amounts to cheating, and this is rigging. And, Mr. Speaker, we are not going to encourage a deviation from the norms that we have set in this House.
What the minority leader on a point of order raising is something that it was canvassed and finished a long time ago. On what account is he, on what is he addressing? Who is he addressing to, Mr. Speaker? Is he in order to continue raising point of order on a business in the order paper that was dispensed with long time ago?
I am not asking the Senator for Elgeyo Marakwet to rule on a matter. I'm asking the Speaker, the distinguished Speaker of this House, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Senator. Order.
It is a sad day in the history of this country, Mr. Speaker, that a senator can vote as a masquerade and provide a victory that is undeserved in a matter in the House, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Leader of Minority.
Mr. Speaker, if you pass this thing, you are committing suicide. Are we here to commit suicide as a House or to look at laws rationally?
I would have preferred the voting to have been along ideas, concepts, and whatnot, so that some are voting for one side, the ODM is voting for one side, some the Jubilee are voting on the other side, so that we come up code which includes Ford Kenya, code which includes Wiper, code which includes ODM. I would have liked it. In other words, I would have liked the vote to have taken place, but in a mix, more focused on the pros and cons of the ideas.
Can you be trusted? Even if a marriage that you enter in a church and after 3 months you say, we cannot live together, something is wrong with you. You need a doctor. And the person who brought this bill to us in this Senate, that person needs a doctor, whoever it is. We can't be seen to be changing our minds like little, I don't know, even animals have memory, but it looks like we don't have memory of what we have done. Mr. Speaker, I plead that this bill, if you pass it the way it is, this House, we are calling ourselves the superior House, the superior chamber, and yet we are not even prepared to change a comma from the National Assembly. You are just becoming a conveyor belt.
I'm not in this House to please them. I'm not in this House courtesy Senator Orengo or courtesy Senator Wetangula. I'm here as an independent senator, Mr. Speaker, a Jubilee senator, and I'm not here to please code. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Right, and just to speak more about this contentious issue, we're now joined by way of phone by Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar to just speak more on this. And good afternoon, Senator. We saw yesterday that this, Elections Act, the amendments to it was passed with, no further amendments made to it. Is this it for the Act?
Yeah, in fact, there was no amendment. So when there are no amendments, it means the bill proceed directly to the President for assent. And that's the way the bone of contention was. But we had hoped that, first and foremost, as court and members of the court coalition who are in the select committee, we felt that the report is not accurate. It reflects many of the views of the people of Kenya. You know, all major organizations, from media owners, the Kenya National Chambers of Commerce and Industry, the Law Society of Kenya, the Council of Governors, were all adamant that the article or section 34A, in terms of what was intended to be the new section 34A, or what is the section 34A in the bill, actually was provided for an alternative system of managing elections, which therefore creates Kenya to have two systems of elections. And yet the Constitution and Article 86 provides for only one system of elections. So I think it was an extremely bad bill. Our colleagues buried their heads in the sand. They really did not allow themselves to listen to logic from presenters of all kinds of walks of life in terms of all institutions and professionals. So I'm very disappointed in the coalition and in the Senate.
All right. I don't know if you can hear us clearly, but another argument that really has come out of what transpired yesterday night, Senator, is that the Senate is now being seen as a conveyor belt, in the sense that not much debate took place with regard to the content of these proposed amendments. What are your thoughts on the same?
I mean, we were sad that our friends would on one side, allow the Senate to be weakened to that extent. We'd always believed that the senators spoke in one voice, that the senators, in addition to many other things, would never allow the Senate to be weakened. You know, we yesterday approved law that actually removes Senate from any participation with respect to boundaries. National Assembly ousted the mandate of the Senate. Even if that, in fact, there was acknowledgement even on the part of the senators from the court coalition that that amendment was unconstitutional. So why would you pass an amendment that you know for a fact should be unconstitutional? Secondly, there were certain clauses that were purportedly being amended, clauses that were actually already repealed or non-existent. And Mutula Alonso Jr. tried to raise amendments to these clauses, but still they wouldn't listen. So I think based on a Senate of the Republic of Kenya takes a bill that is bad law and does not change a comma, that is a Senate that refuses to think. That is a Senate that the membership that forms the majority believes that you need to play politics rather than interrogate the substance of law. You had senators saying, yes, it's bad law, but it could be changed later. And Amos Wako, I remember telling Senator Mutai Kagwe that that's one of the most unfortunate statements that it's had. So I think this tyranny of numbers is slowly drifting into tyranny of almost some form of lack of thinking, some kind of mob, and I don't think it's good for the country. I wouldn't want even a court government to behave in that way. I wouldn't want a court Senate majority if when there's one to behave in that way, because we are Parliament, and Parliament is oversight of the executive.
Right. Many thanks there, Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar, just speaking to us with regard to that controversial election laws amendments that was passed by the Senate yesterday. Let's